public information for gamers and sim racers. Early access. Early access. What is early access? Well, let's visit the most recent early access title to be released on Steam and see if we cannot find out. Le Mans Ultimate, insert Dr. Evil quotation marks here, released into early access on the 20th of February 2024. This is the Steam store page, and before we can click buy to spend our hard-earned money, we will of course look over the game. But what is this? Oh my! A large warning in plain language.
Early access game. Get instant access and start playing. Get involved with this game as it develops. Note: this early access game is not complete and may or may not change further. If you are not excited to play this game in its current state, then you should wait to see if the game progresses further in development.
Learn more sounds like a good idea before we pish our cash up the wall. Well, that's a lot of information and warnings about what we are about to buy. I wonder what else we can find on the store page. Well, there is an entire section, not from Valve/Steam here, but from the developers themselves. So let's have a quick flick through this. This section looks interesting. What is the current state of the early access version?
Players on day one will be able to use the single-player path that is Race Weekend, allowing the player to customize a FIA WEC or 24 Hours of Le Mans weekend, with practice, qualifying, and race, configured with a variety of weather simulation options, including rain and full day-to-night transitions. Players will also be able to gain a taste of the online experience, powered by Race Control. Initially, you will be able to take part in daily races against other players around the world, whilst building up your driver and safety ranking. Proving you're a safe driver online via your safety rank, you will unlock higher-level daily races, and the driver rank places you in races that reflect your skill, helping to ensure a competitive race each time you join. In future, these driver ranks will also be involved with esports competitions on the title.
Okay, let's end the sarcasm. But long before you get to that buy button, we have literal pages of information about what early access is, or indeed what it is not. Early access is not a finished piece of software. Early access is not a beta stage of software. Early access is not an alpha stage of software. Early access is not an release candidate, days away from gold stage of software. Early access is solely a work in progress piece of software, in our sim racing case here, a game/simulation title, however you wish to view this stuff, and that's it. No more, no less. So please, before you part with your cash, make sure as a conscientious shopper to do your due diligence. Look over what it is you are purchasing, and if you can't waste the money being asked, then do not spend the cash in the first place. Steam is a handy storefront in this regard, as if you simply want to follow the progress and be told when news is released and whatnot, you can follow or wishlist the game to your Steam account. This will allow you to stay in the loop of news releases, updates, and game information. Fingers crossed, someone sees this random little video and it informs them a little of the gamble that can be early access. Sometimes it can pay off amazingly well, other times it can be a total dud. That is the early access gamble. This video is not meant to defend or promote early access methods of release, simply educate consumers, so hopefully some of those reviews we don't see turn up again and again and again from people who unfortunately clearly didn't know what they were buying into. I'm not going to say what Le Mans Ultimate will be for you, but for me it's been a banger. Check out my video on screen now so you can see why I think it has been successful so far in its early access life. This doesn't guarantee it will still be a banger in months to come, of course. That's how early access works. I'll see you in the next video, you little sausages. Bye bye.